Yeah. It's that day. That day when you log on to your computer, onto your favorite intro net live streamer and say, hey, is it spooky enough? Is it macabre enough? Is it gloom and doom enough for me for today? Am I worried about the water supply? Am I worried about the missiles falling from the sky in another country? Well, are you? Why? Because it's urgent information. Why? Because it's possible. It's urgent. You could be eaten by the tiger. Yeah. Your water supply. Anybody seen on YouTube water supply this, water supply that? Cities. Yep. They're hacking into the water system, mixing up the dirty doo-doo water with the clean drinking water. People are going to get sick. The hospitals overcrowding. You may be the one that's in that diuretic moment because you drank some poo-poo that contaminated the clean water. Yeah, the slow, deliberate evaluation of fear. But what one has to do is maintain a slow, deliberate evaluation of their sources at the same time, because the brain treats it. Urgent information. It is what it is. Welcome to the show. We're on YouTube, Rumble. We're not doing X anymore. Too much garbagey crap and just shite on X. X has got, I don't know, just my opinion. It's all politics and flashy little memes to watch. That's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't like the thing or not. Who knows? No, actually, I don't like it. I think it's crap. It's just boring as hell. During a crisis. Yep, that's a crisis. Trying to figure out what to watch. What podcast you're going to watch. What platform you're going to choose for the day. Especially for those busy moments when you're in the car, when you're at work, banging away with that hammer or that keyboard, or pulling away with that wrench, or arguing away in a business to have a meeting, to schedule a meeting, to have a meeting that you probably want to attend or just do not want to attend because it's going to be boring as crap. You're not even going to want anything to do with it. Fear. It's powerful. Why? It connects you. It connects you to the information, to the outside world, to the action. Connects you to the ambiance of society, where you're going to go, what you're going to do. Can you go there? Are you going to get mugged, raped, shot, killed? It's fear. What sells? The negative bias, the threat effect, the causation. Negative stories, the media. How many of you watch the media just for the gloom and the doom? You don't watch it for the praise, the celebration of society. You want to see what's happening. It's kind of like where I live, you know. Never watch local news because it's all on disastrous effects in one city, commonly known as the most dangerous city in the United States. I don't live there. Can't throw a rock there. Take a while to drive there. About an hour. Negative stories produces that stronger meteorological body reaction than the positive stories. Yep. It includes change, skin tone. Yeah, skin color. Yeah, conductance, the heart rate, the blood flow. Mm-hmm. Are you angry? Are you mad? Are you flushed faced because it's embarrassing because you're part of it when you're in the restaurant or out with your friends, and now the reporter's talking about a bad moment in society, and guess what? You were there, you were part of it, and now you're thinking, yeah, I was there. That was me. I hope they are not watching this, and I hope I'm not on the TV. Negative information, yeah. It's often remembered more as good information. Why? Because it's urgent. The possible of danger. It receives priority in your life. The attention. You're not focusing on things to make your day brighter. It's kind of like, what are we going to do? Are we going to go play with the baby chicks? Or are we going to go watch the rabid raccoon eat something? Yep. If you're out here where I live, that's the rabid raccoon. And the ducks. And the baby deer. What are you going to choose? The Disney Bambi moment or the violence? The effect of it, fear, your choice. It's not universal within society. Trust me, it's not. Everybody's individualistic about what they choose. Some people avoid upsetting news for a reason. Ulcers. Yeah. Blood, anger. It's their personal avoidance click. Stay away from it because I know it's going to upset me, because I know I'm part of it, or I'm in with the clique or in with the crowd. Now that skin's turning flush. The activity of the heart, the emotion, urgent information. It was an urgent update, though. Some people seek out to find things that they shouldn't just be seeking out. Something better left unfound, better left untouched. Attention to the same argument over and over. It's dilapidating. It's exhausting. It's kind of like being bored and clipping through clips and feeds and little shorties and little quick profiles and really not finding what you want because it's not relevant. It's not fearful enough. It's not going to sell. Who likes horror movies versus romance novels? Who likes a shoot 'em up thriller action versus a slow, methodical mystery that'll put you to sleep on a pillow? Yeah. Who likes those things? Who actually takes the time to select? Well, am I going to elevate my heart rate right now, or am I going to find something that's going to just drop me off and kick me off into wonderland and put me to sleep? Everybody's different. The emotional, alarming message one gets. It's just what it is. That emotional, alarming message can succeed over any other gain. Yeah, the alarming message, the urgent, the fear. Even the, procrastination. You ever been watching TV and you see something and then you're suddenly reminded, I was supposed to do that. Now I'm urgently in fear because there's going to be a consequence for my choice. The claims, the reliable evidence that people say on TV. It's kind of like the Charlie Kirk assassination. There are so many geniuses out there that shot a pork leg or a piece of beef or a piece of ballistic gel and compared munitions and cartridges and said those bullets. Yeah, you're watching those people that are saying those bullets. They're idiots. All right, it's not a bullet. It's like saying a battleship fires a bullet. It's a projectile. It's a missile. It's a ballistic. That's why it's called ballistic reconstruction, ballistic analysis. The brain's early emotional reaction, should be treated as an alarm system for you. What you're seeing, is it the trigger? Did it trigger you so bad that you just had to stop everything that you're doing in the moment and watch it? How many people got triggered on the water shortage, the hacking? Yeah. How many people have been triggered on the new pandemic, the new shot, the measles, the mumps, all over the place? How many people got triggered and panicked in the United States by Spain and Morocco? Yeah. Well, we got them here too. They're illegals. It's an invasion. You're triggered. You're going to find something that gets your heart rate elevated. Yeah. The heuristic approach. Yes. The distorted risk. One that's harmful. And it starts as a singular investigation. And you're the investigator. What are you going to watch? Are you just simply bored, or are you seeking a specific topic? Is it a scholarly topic? Is it available? Or do you have to dig for it? Is it ready? The available heuristic messages. Where are they? The mental shortcut in which people exist. It's a mental one, heuristic. Commonly like the event of waking up. It's partially easy. Something good comes to mind. I got to go to work. I got to get up and use the bathroom. I got to get up and kick the dog, make the breakfast. Whatever it is, man. Kiss the dog, hug the dog, go play with the butterflies. Heuristic. It's something that is a positive or negative bias in you. Very rarely do people have those moments of graphic regret for what they see until the consequence arrives. Well, I shouldn't have watched that. I shouldn't have watched that horror movie because now I do not want to walk in the woods alone. Why? Because there's a heathenistic monster out there. There's something bad. There's a genuine threat. Yeah, speaking of genuine threats, let's put this up real quick. I want to put something up. We got a challenge, or I got a challenge the other day, and this kind of came from, I would say, a location over the ocean. Yeah. It's kind of a European thing. And for those of you that have actually seen it already, I'm not going to chirp on it too much, but yeah, let's see if we can get this going. Stand by. It's actually worth it because I want to see how many people really lose their daggone mind over this. Because somebody's going to, you know it. Somebody's going to lose their damn cookies. There we go. All right, screen. Let's give this a whirl real quick. Why bad news sells better than good news? Well, we're going to be talking about it. The devil. Yes, the myth, the construction, Satan, Satanism, Luciferianism, the American law, the Constitution, all the demons and the devils that you gloom and doom search for. Yeah, it exists. Trust me, it exists. But it kind of falls on the same plateau. Why are you here? Why are you watching this crazy, eventful show that's elevating your heart rate? It's the availability. It's heuristic. Graphic crimes, disaster, unusual accidents, death, macabre, mayhem. It's what human beings are attracted to. It's kind of like somebody would jump in this channel thinking it's going to be cool, and suddenly it's like, oh shit, it's that rare occasion to where I click something that I shouldn't have clicked because I don't have the patience. It's not emotionally grabbing me enough. The host is not yelling and talking like a scripto. What's the name of that guy that always talks like he has a crog in his throat? Alex something. Alex, I don't even know his name. Sounds like he's choking on rocks and gravel. The crime, the graphic disaster, the rare events that make you feel common in the moment with society. Are you going to affiliate or associate? Can you comprehend what the host is saying? Do you understand? Or is it political jargon that's over your head? But you want to feel a part of the movement for something that you're watching, even if it's garbage, crap, riddly. Fear. It's going to sell you. Is it visually ordinary to you? Is it a visual ordinary risk for you? Is it going to elevate that heart rate? Is it going to calm you down? Do you need something that's a complement to your aggression or your attitude in the moment? Think about it. It's 2026. Murder, crime, mayhem, invasion, immigration, protests, politicians. Heck, now you got, new socialist politicians that everybody calls communists when socialism and communism are relatively close, but not the same thing. Uh-oh, this guy just said something that's got your blood boiling. That is the same thing, Dr. Mike. No, it's not. Separate entities. Do your own scholarly research. The graphicness of the heuristic approach that gets your blood boiling and makes you choose what you watch and what you want to affiliate or associate yourself with. It's kind of common. Everybody does it. You wake up every day for a reason because you want to go affiliate and associate yourself with your employment, your job, your business, whatever it is. But ultimately, you're affiliating yourself with survival and the almighty thing that everyone on the dadgum globe respects and recognizes, that dollar bill, the thing that makes you feel good. Because now you can pay for your accounts, your platforms, pay for your car, pay for your groceries, pay for your lights, pay for your indulgences in society. But if you can't do it, it's the graphic fear that it's not going to happen. Now, where do you go? You shift back to social media and the gloom and doom. What are you finding? The fear. It's apparel, people. You wear it like a shirt and you wear it like a coat. That's all everybody talks about is the fear, but you really rarely see anybody talking about the good things that they're seeing on social media. Hate to break it to you. Yeah. Even you yourself watching this, you thought it was something else that it's not. You're like, this guy's pointing a finger. No, it's simple human communication. It's tribalism of society. You keep up with sociological change. You keep up with social media. You keep up with the platforms. You watch X, you watch Blue, whatever the heck it is, Blue Sky. You watch Rumble, YouTube, Twitter, Kick, all these other tickety talk. You make your choice. Where's the motivation in you? It motivates your behavior. It motivates your future choice. It motivates how long you stick in and endeavor the performance by a broadcaster or a live streamer. It's kind of like watching streamers that simply insult you every day because they show the news to you. The news to you. Something you've already heard, you've already seen, but they're attempting to sell you fear and show you only the bad. They're showing you clips from X, every other news station out there, trying to sway you into believing that they're the ones that discovered all of this before you did because you're too stupid or you're too scared to do it on your own. So they will gloom and doom scroll for you to deliver it to you in a gloom silver platter. Kind of like the head of King Buckingham with a sword in the eye, just for you. The efficiency of it, the efficiency of fear sells more than good. It's a sociological shift. It's a sociological choice. Those that sell fear, no, you're buying it. Just like you're buying sex, drugs, rock and roll, you're buying your favorite movie series over and over. Yeah, the first one was great. The second one was okay. The third one was bad. The fourth one should have never been made. You sold into it. Yeah. Even though you had, it's movie 3, edition 3, it sucked. A little fear and hesitance about going to 4, but you still did it. You still went there. The appeal, the genuine attraction to you. Like a fly to a light, like an insect to a frog to get killed, eaten. The appeal, it's more effective. It provides a strong heuristic response in you. The efficiency of you rather than you just simply being alone in the moment. Something to be in the background, the noise. I want to hear something that's going to kick me, get me going, kind of like your coffee in the morning. The message. Yeah, the fear message, the danger. It emphasizes without, I don't know, an effective response half the time. Yes, it does. It does all of that. Yeah. It does it all. And you suck into it like a leech. People sometimes, they hear the good message and they deny the good message because there just can't be any good in the world in 2026. Things are so horrible. Things are so bad. We should just stay on the couch of gloom and doom. Doom scroll. Look for the guy, the girl that gives us the repeated insult to your cognitive ability of finding the only news that you really need to see. The only news you really need to see is the news of your choice, obviously. Not something being crammed down your throat that's bad all the time. Water danger, attack. Kind of like clickbait and images, right? The thumbnails. Avoid this, stay away from this. Well, you got to watch that so that you can become angry or feel helpless. Some people have an heuristic attraction to the feeling of helplessness. Yeah, dependency. I'm going to be the one that watches this, that put my state in such a cardiovascular mood that I'm not flushed. I'm scared. I'm emotionally depressed. I'm collapsed for the day. Anybody know anybody like that? No, we're not talking about a narcissist, the me, victim me. We're actually talking about someone who enjoys mental dilapidation. That all on its own is a mental illness, people. All right, let's see. The node just came up. And it's running late, as always. Let me see where the node is. Where is the dadgum node? There it is. Bam. The node. Okay, it's running. It is up. Yeah, that's the university node. We kind of got it open. But anyway, for this episode, we got stuff that's released, and I'll show it to you real quick for those of you that just want to go download it from the Facebook page. God, that's a bright screen. Bam. There it is. It's up. Go to the Facebook. You can actually find a link. Dr. Mike Gurley, CJTV, lower JTV. Download it. Use it for your research. Use it for your endeavors, and the sociological atmosphere of the university semester is upon you. And for those of you that are already in the professional acolyte series of business, law enforcement, psychology, sociology, you may want to consider downloading and reading it, especially those that are in psychological evaluation, analysis, identification, treatment. Yeah. This wasn't something that was like stupid fast, but it's got, all the main and merry topics, and the academic and the general term study guides and lingo for the people. Yeah, we do general too. Can't always go with the academic because some people think common terminology is academic. And all of the references with the actual DOIs that you can go to. So if you want to download it. Anyway, let's get back to talking about why fear sells more so than the goodness in society. Fear itself. Attention. Yeah. The economy, the system, the business, what you depend on. Something that is an animosity that drives society. It engages in social media all on its own. Why? Because it knows you're going to attract to it like a fly to the light. You're going to read it. Truth is evaluated through evidence, people. Period. It's evaluated through evidence and correction. Political campaigns are not evidence. Political campaigns aren't self-correcting. They're not. Creators aren't political campaigns, and creators attempt to be self-corrective, but not always are they. Watch the news. They have to recant the story, or they do not recant the story, and it still leaves you chapped and blistered because you paid attention to the fear smell. The fear was better. The economy's failing. Platforms are failing. Media organizations are going bankrupt. Media organizations are at war with each other. Yeah, you're going to click on it. You're going to find it. It's the online attention. It's measured through clicks and views, people. That's all it is. Nobody's worried about you. Nobody's really concerned about you. Think of it back when you were younger. Well, for some of you younger people, you don't realize, but back way in the day, there was something called television. Yeah, it had an antenna on your house. The invisible waves came in and touched the antenna and sent it down through some cable into your TV, and voila, you had TV. Yeah. It was all measured through what we call algorithm today. Clicks, views, counts. Yeah, the analysis of what station got the most views and what time period it was. Was it the news? Was it when something bad was out there being circulated? Or was it when something good was out there being circulated? Yeah. It's been out there ever since radio, TV, now social media. Fear creates the information gap too. It implies that the audience is in danger and must keep watching to understand what the danger or the threat is. Are you really in danger, or is it just hooking you like a fish? Are you buying into it? Are you biting it? Are you subscribing to it? Are you throwing money at it? PayPal, dump this into YouTube, into Rumble, Super Chats, this chat, that chat, put it in. Are you paying for the fear? Are you paying for the psychological cadaveric spasm to where you freeze? You don't know what to do. The negative communication, the hostility. Yep, the opposing group that's out there to get you. Yes. Got to get all the white people before they get us. Got to get all the black people before they get us. Is fear always stronger than truth, or just faster? Yeah, fear's faster. Yep, faster. Yep, the node's a little behind. Yeah, I know. I see the message on the side. Not my fault. The node's a little behind. What do you want me to do? I'm not running it. It's from Ahmad. Yeah, Ahmad at the university. Truth has terrible marketing sometimes. Yeah, it does. Kind of like fear and falsehood. Kind of like the lies to make people click and go there. Watch my fear. Watch my what you need to do. You need to leave now. Anybody watch it to where it's millions told to evacuate? And it has nothing to do with the United States. Nothing to do with your region of the country. If it has something to do with the United States. Total garbage. Total misdirection. But it's fear. You bought it. You clicked into it. It's simple engagement. It's not evidence. There's no evidentiary value to it, but you're going to click into it, man, because it got your attention. Yeah. Yep, the cerebral cortex grab. What you pay attention to. Engagement. That's all it is. It includes a measurable action. How many clicks you get when... Why do you think live streamers or, podcasters or people that do this, they're making money, pay so much attention? Subscribe, click, get the algorithm out there, get the right-wing news out there to the left wing and vice versa, and left wing to the right wing and conservative to that. Why do you think they're doing it? It's a habitual share contest. Disproportionate amounts of false news, reliable news, fake news, credibility, validity. What is the platform you're watching? Are they offering something to you? Are they offering something that actually, you can use? Are they offering something that'll give you a versatile step above the one that you're going to have an argument with tomorrow? I don't know. Let me see. Let's scroll down here. 2019 to 2025. I'll just zoom it in right there. It's kind of down here on the, hopefully, I don't know if you can see the cursor or not, but it's at the end of document, total peer review. Click on it, go there yourself. Make yourself, as Homer Simpson would say, learned. Yes. How to argue it. How to select the correct words, architectural to not invoke fear, but invoke self-responsibility, credibility, and validity. I know this guy's not talking about fear, and he's not talking about things to make me scared whatsoever. So his picture was clickbait too. Yeah, duh. Got you here, didn't it? Now you got to make the choice to stay, or you got to make the choice to leave, or say, hey, maybe I should go to that, that Facebook thing right there where my hand is and download this so I can read it for myself. Be more plausible than just paying attention to something that's fear-based and clickbait, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. Measurable actions, clicking, commenting. Oh my God, talk about the comments. Anybody get into one of these shows, one of these podcasts and live streams, and it's just flooded with negative comments, fear bait, push, pull, panic, especially prep channels. Yeah, I said it, especially prepper channels. Prepper channels are the worst, man. The worst. The freaking worst. Expert channels. Something bad has happened. Say it again, kind of like Charlie Kirk. I guess Israel, the Jews, the Hebrews, did this, that, did it with an exploding camera. Clickbait, fear. Don't go buy those camera again. Don't go get that one. It'll blow up in your face. The highly shared spot of the media. Doesn't necessarily have to be accurate to be, collectively responsive in society to where society's going to click and they're all going to go watch. It doesn't have to be accurate, does it? There is no voice of accountability when it comes to selling fear. Fear can be a lie. Fear can be truthful. Because it's fear sale. And people buy into it. So why does fear sell better than the truth? It's regularly small in proportion. Yeah, that's the habitual share. It's the habitual habit. What people can't account for. Oh, did you see on the news this, that, this, and the other? The disproportionate lack of you didn't see it. Oh, I got to catch up with society. Yeah, I got to do the fear monger and the argument of the fake news debunk with society on something that sold as fear. It's a tactic. It's consumption. It's a nudging recommendation of the algorithm to increase your consumption, regardless of the diversity of, is it credible? Is there validity to it? Is it just straight kabuki theater of anguish, death, macabre, failure, fear? Who knows, man? It's all up to you, isn't it? It is all up to you, your choice. The feedback loop occurs too. You talk. You find your friends, your social groups, your gatherings, and you communicate about what you watched. What it was that was fearful. Not academic, doesn't necessarily have to be true, doesn't necessarily have to be good, but you're going to communicate with it. It's the loop feedback. It's the initial tribal behavior of human beings. You got to process the result, and it encourages more of the same behavior. I'm going to go back after this conversation and find what Bob or little Timmy was talking about. Something that's on the same level of fear. Yep, same level. Rumble and YouTube, that's where we're at right now. The fear, we dumped X. Oh my God, the fear. I don't want to be confused in with a bunch of morons. I know, somebody got offended. Rumble is connected, no buffering here. What, is there a Rumble problem? Streaming pretty good for me. Standard, backstream, so to say. Standard lag. If it's not, just refresh it. We know how it works. Watched your favorite podcasts and shows before. Refresh it. That might be the cleanest distinction of the episode. What, refresh it? Or what I just said before about you going back and getting hooked into the social acolyte movement of talking to the people and then going and finding more of the same thing that you were talking about. Yep, that would be you going back and watching more frightening crime videos, more frightening videos that produce more psychological recommendations for you to self-harm. You self-harm yourself. Some people like that feeling of helplessness. They like that feeling of victimization. It's that, what, resilience? No, because some people in society have that mental dilapidative condition to where helplessness is the perfect answer. It's not depression. It's not narcissistic behavior. It's not within the dark triad of psychological evaluation. It's its own DSM-5 phenomenon. It's its own aggregate build of a mental disorder, mental dilapidation, mental failure, the feeling of helplessness. The world appears increasingly dangerous, so it's a reason to pay attention, but it's still a feeling of helplessness. It's the crime. It's the murder. It's the violation of something that is the law that's happening in your area that puts you in fear. Someone that lives in a violent city. Well, I'm not going to go out. Well, yeah, great. The city's violent, but not every area of the city is violent. It's choice. Where do you go? It's not rocket science, people. Are you being attracted into the fear? Are you being attracted into the algorithm to where you're going to click and that's all you're going to continually watch? Everything that's bad. Now, I'm not saying that there are not bad things happening out there in the world. Yeah, there's a lot of bad things happening out there in the world, but there's a lot of good stuff happening out there in the world too. It's the consumption, the pattern that you build within yourself, the victimization, the self-harm. You're the one building it. No one's forcing you to. There's no internet algorithm knife that cuts your head open and tells you or pours what you have to watch into your cerebral cortex or your amygdala, your hippocampus or limbic system, the opening drawers, filing cabinets of what you watched and what depressed you, what gave you fear, what gave you that self-worth, that self-drive, that analysis of, this is worth watching again. It improved me. Did it improve you, or did it just get the actual blood flowing, flush the skin, give you something to think about? But yet, if it did that, was it credible? Was there validity to it? Was it just assumption or presumption because somebody gave the resource to you, the direction, what they watched, what you need to watch? Think about that when you go through your subscribe list. Is it really worth watching? What's been put out that was a conflict? The out of group, the out of gap. The group view versus the singular view. Are you the singular view? Or are you the one that's self-assessing what you're really watching? Did you form your own opposed opinion with credibility and validity? Things you have to ask yourself. That is called self-resilience, self-reliance, self-capability. The scholarly review, right? The developing scholar. I didn't say the student. I despise that word, student. Can't stand that word. If you want to stay a student forever. Never be successful. Listen to what everybody else says and take that as the gospel truth, right? Don't get out there and do it on your own. That's the difference in education. You have those that have experienced, have done, have the skill, have the practitioner setting, and then go teach. And then those that have never done it and they teach. Who are you going to believe first? Big question. It's one of those academic questions. It's what I get asked about all the time at the academic university level. Yes, the out-of-group animosity builds hostility. Podcasters, live streamers that speak as if they're experts. Example, Charlie Kirk, the shooting. I've been asked so many times to review all of these videos with all of these social media acolytes, these live streamers, these podcasters that use incorrect terminology as it would be used in a true forensic examination setting and in a courtroom. And they're using things that are not human bodies as what? This is proof. This works. Conjecture. Possibly coulda, shoulda, woulda. Why is this guy, me, saying this right now? Well, I've been to the school to where we got to shoot human bodies. Yes. Cadavers. Yep. And a big truck, frozen, unloaded them. And it happened in Meridian, Mississippi. Yes, the law enforcement annex, the training center. And it was sponsored by UT. Yep. The forensic section of what? National Forensics Academy, University of Tennessee, forensic pathology. Yep. Got to shoot bodies, got to burn them, got to cut them. We even got to, demolition a couple of them in the cars. Why did we do that? Forensic investigation, preparation for presentation. You should be forensically evaluating what you're watching and what you're listening to and all of the pinheads that are out there trying to acolyte you into believing them. Yeah, the guidance, the opposing, so to say, scholarly or group scholarly magnet, the ones that are pulling you there, the predictive shares, the engagement. If I put this out there, they're going to watch this. Some people see upsetting news and some avoid it completely. Yeah, well, they see upsetting news and then they don't want to watch it. Fear, self-harm. But they'll sure as crap share it. Well, did you see this? Or they'll stick around for the conversation because they didn't want to watch it or try to comprehend it. Kind of like this right here. I've watched people come in and out. People come in and out. People come in and out. It's the linguistic. It's the verbiage. We don't really care about the likes or the shares or the growth, or all the clicks or the cash. But we do care about, if you want to help us get a printer for a specific center, go to that, cash app right there. That's the amount we'll push it. What grabs attention faster? Possible danger, possible news. Possible danger, positive news, detailed content, personal relevance. Possible danger, 46. Personal relevance, 24. Some people seek upsetting news and some avoid it completely. Yeah. A lot of people seek it because it's out there all day long. Podcasts, live streams, the doom scrolling. It's persistent. It's difficult to stop. It's a consumption positive for some people and it's a consumption negative for society. It's just the way it is. The user searches for certainty, but each update supplies only temporary relief and introduces additional threat. Guys, I'm watching two different feeds here for node streams. Just different messages coming in on the side. Yep, that's true too. Each update supplies a little bit of temporary relief as the threat dissipates in society. The doom scrolling. It's also associated with that psychological distress, problematic social media, so to say. You're missing out on the fear. You're missing out on the gloom and doom. You're not up to date. So therefore, you're not in with the crowd. You're not in with the team. There's nothing to talk with. Yes, nothing to talk with in your head as you're trying to put your oversized, big, gigantic, fat head to sleep on your little pillow at night to not be able to shut the blinds and shut the Amangalo down. Yeah, the process of it. Because if you don't keep up with it, you will not have a good conversation with your friends or your peers at work about the doom scroll, about the fear. Is it reduced? The psychological distress, should it be at a low level for everybody? Do you need to come in tomorrow to the workplace and be the psychological warrior that saves the people? Should that be you? Or should it be singular? Should it be, I don't know, self-resilience, self-reliability, your own critique of what's credible and what has validity? But you're going to be missing out on the fear, the lowness of low well-being in society, because you can't argue the fear. Fear sells, you're going to buy it. Sex sells, you're going to buy it. Drugs, rock and roll, media. People are going to grab on it and jump on it like a burning freight train going down the freaking railroad tracks. The train's on fire, but it's going to get there. It's going to get there faster than any vehicle out here, but it's going to be on fire for a certain amount of time. You just may make it to where you want to go on the burning train faster than everybody else. Anybody ever seen after the holiday sales, Black Friday? What is it? After Christmas sale? Got to get there early. The fear, it may be gone. The doom, the gloom. Got to get in there and punch and fight over that bag of underwear, correct? That janky, crappy TV that there are 200 of them left. Well, there's a reason there are 200 of them left. No one bought them because they're crap. Yep, fear can influence policy. Political policy, executive, judiciary review, right? Legislative, written, because frightened populations often demand immediate action. Yes, some kind of new policy that's written just because the community is afraid. People in fear. We didn't say that the actual policy was correct, did we? Yes, all politicians tell the truth. Bureaucracy is always right in the moment of writing a new policy because of fear. Fear mongers a trigger. What happens when a bureaucrat doesn't get elected, or they know they're going to lose? The fear. Let's not stick it out to the end. The frightened populations, the immediate action, the frightened individual to act on their own, the genuine emergency that can, I don't know, destroy lives, destroy mental culpability, mental cognitive reasoning skills. Yeah. Some things like disease, terrorism, artificial intelligence. Yep, the Terminator is going to come get you. The economic insecurity of society, choices between immediate action and catastrophe, gloom and doom scroll. Fear sells. Now, I could go through here on the internet and just show all kind of gloom and doom. Yeah, I watch YouTube videos and Rumble and, I got my own thing. It's all over the place. I watch a little bit of everybody, people. Right wing, left wing, black nationalists, hate the white people. White power, hate the black people. Yeah, I watch it all. Sure do. The digital media age. Not to induce fear, but to get a cognitive understanding of what direction it's going in. Where it's going. The polarization of itself. Decentralizing the trust. The misinformation. Yep. The republic and the democratic principles of democracy, and it creates what? Democratic instability in society, the declining mistrust, misinformation that's out there. Social media is going to take advantage of it. Yes. Some of you saw some, let's take advantage of the gloom and doom this morning. Probably got up, got your coffee, hugged the turtle, get dressed, and end the call listening to the gloom and the doom. Yep. The crime and the persona of you. Crime. It's personal. The visual, the emotional, understandable makeover of you. What you're going to choose. Because you chose fear. You didn't choose anything good. You chose fear. Yep. Anybody ever listen to Coast to Coast back in the day? The AM channel? Yep. The ghost stories? Yep. Remember a long time ago, like way back when, patrol like the dark hours, wee hours of the morning. Nothing on the radio. We had cell phones back then, but we didn't have this crap. Social media, you could kick back in a parking lot like cops do nowadays and watch it late at night, waiting for that hot call to come through the radio or the airwaves or through the computer. We didn't have computers when I started, man. We had freaking a radio and the dispatch. Yep. Threat detection is an alarm and not a verdict. The distinction should be taught in every media literacy class. Wow, thanks, single verse noise. We will use that $9.99. Yes, we will. We will use that $9.99. Yep, yes, we will. Thank you. There's your alarm. Oh, crap. Panic horn. Yeah, that'll go toward the printer. I think there was another one up here, too. Let me... Trying to scroll through. Oh, that was that one. Okay. Anyway, thanks for the $9.99. Thanks. The developing scholars will like a printer that can print from anywhere in the world that they're at. Why? The magical intranet, the thing that you use to search for doom. The single violent event. Scroll for doom. Single violence. One event can create that impression that there's danger widespread, even though that one event is not widespread. It's singular. It's a singularity in a location in the moment. Causation. Yes. The actus rea, the mens rea. What is the mental state behind the actor in the moment at the incident, at the scene? Well, you're reading it, you're watching it, you're waiting for the trigger, you're waiting for the negative, you're waiting for, is it another Islamic terrorist, LGBTQ, black crime on white, white on black, black on black, Mexican on Mexican? You're waiting for the gloom and doom, man. It's right there. Crime exists. It's already there. If you really want to dig deep into it, become a scholar. Stop watching this, all this crap on the internet and social media. Or some people, that's all they do, man. And they cram it down your throat. You ever watch these social media channels? And there's one cat that's especially, I kind of caught it, last night when I was with the dogs doing work. Whole bunch of X tabs open, nothing but X, going through all of it, scrolling, talking about all of it, repeating the same garbage that was already stated in the X chat or in the thread, and feeding it to you with their elaborative take or interpretation on it. But it's all fear and gloom. Yep. Or it's all political, positive and negative, one side against the other. No wonder there's a big dilapidation in society. The normal frequencies of the event aren't defined correctly. Why? The population of this society accepts the definition and the defined level of the one giving the information. It's kind of like the big argument, which one's better, CNN or Fox? Yeah, the moral panics often include frightening events. It doesn't just have to, be a violent event either. Yeah, there doesn't always have to be a villain identified. Symbolic examples, the pressure of society, based on a symbolic example from the past, the rapid intervention that may possibly need to be performed, intervene. Yeah, enough to put you on that limited tolerance level of panic. The disengagement, your disengagement can't be afforded. Why? Doesn't fit the algorithm. You're not simplified, or some of you are simplified, disconnected from the, so to say, reliable evidence. Whether it's true or not, limited tolerance is what it is. Let me see what's here. Honestly, attention is not the same thing as agreement or belief. That changes how I see it. Well, it is. Attention is not truth. Attention is not credibility or validity. It's kind of like people say, yep, they use forensics science. No, forensics is preparation for presentation, using the ability of what? Practitioners that have furthered additional training in the field to use that to aid law enforcement. Thus, the forensic sciences of practitioners and education. Ooh, good one. Wait, so attention is not the same thing as agreement or belief. That changes. Okay, yeah, it should change how you said it. It's not the same freaking thing. This makes me wonder whether attention is not the same thing as agreement. Okay, it changes how you see it too. Great. I'm glad it changes how everybody sees it, but attention is not the same thing as reality. Yeah, it's not. You could pay attention to the rain falling, but the reality is you're in a tornado. You're paying attention to the rain falling. Two different things. It is two different things. It's the exposure. That's what it is. communication exposure. Amygdala, the brain. What is the threat level? What is the stress level? The situational level? The awareness of where you're at. How's it working? What's the product going to be? Your withdrawal? Your inclusion and the illustration of illusion as to what fear is and what it is not in the moment, what you should or should not be afraid of. The context of what the audience is hearing based on what the sender observes the context needs to be for the audience. News agency. Sound familiar? Yeah, it is. Let's close that with the public. Yeah. What about the public? What about the mental health? What about the physical well-being of the public? Communication must warn people, right, about the genuine fear, the genuine danger without creating panic or destroying credibility. COVID, pleading the fifth, how much credibility is destroyed there? Just from that. And people wonder why there were people that didn't want to get the jabs, and people wonder why there were scholars and professors at universities that said no. Yep. And there were some that said yes, give them all to me. Yeah. We're not going to talk about the medical abnormalities from the first series or the last or the continued problems. Yeah, the fear, destroying credibility. Big Pharma, destroy credibility. Everybody's like, it's Trump, it's Fauci. Well, okay. Fauci was around for Trump. Fauci was around for Biden. What are you going to point a finger at? Wuhan? China? Who? The fear. The push. It's kind of like one of those things you're never going to find out, right? Did we land on the moon? Oh my God, the fear. What if we didn't? What? The fear. Area 51 just doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. The infodemic. The info. Is it wrong? The infodemic. Pandemic. Hillary never let a good pandemic go to waste. The infodemic. Overwhelming. It's the volume of information during the crisis. Is it real? Is it not? Is it trustworthy? Is it worth repeating? Are you going to fall prey to it or get suckered into it? Inaccurate reporting, inaccurate, information. The volume of the inaccuracy. How much are you going to suck in during the crisis? Anybody know anybody that it's on social media? It was on this show, this podcast, this show. It's got to be real. It's it. It's the genuine artifact. Uncertainty. And when you hear that person speak, now it creates uncertainty in them from you. You're not certain that they even understand what in the heck's coming out of their own mouth. Yeah. Outdated claims, misinformation, deliberate disinformation too at times. What's real, what's not. Giving you a lie with intent, disinformation, so that it will sway you to another area. Sounds like bureaucracy, sounds like politics, doesn't it? Yeah, well, social media does the same thing. News does the same exact thing to shift you. The fatalism, overstating the danger. Yes, fatalism. How fatal is the danger to you? How dangerous is it to you? What is the true impact on society? What's society's resistance level to it? Small. Now you got anxiety, distrust. And you'll even distrust future warnings because the first warnings set anxiety in you. The health information can affect what? You, singularly. Vaccination beliefs. Preventative behavior. 6 feet, right? Institutional trust. Big Pharma, right? Center for Disease. Yeah. The information. The communication failure. The infodemics. The fatalism. The infodemic of the misinformation, deliberate disinformation at times, too. It affects everybody. Threat severity alone does not tell people what to do. No, people make their own choice based on what they're watching, gloom and doom. So the threat doesn't tell you what to do. Do you get up and run from the chasing tiger? Or what? What do you do? Well, I said chasing tiger. The charging tiger? Or do you sit there and hope that the infodemic of your brain is going to convince you to stay still because the tiger is going to run by and not eat you for a snack? The information It's the process. The severity alone is not going to tell you what to do. It's your response. It's your behavior. It's your institutional trust of your own choice and your own reactions, what you choose to do. People, that's called inferaneous. Experience, knowledge, retention, practiced, rehearsed behavior. Inferaneous, the ability to do what you know how to do. Think of a plumber. Think of a carpenter. It's all inferaneous, people. Why? They've done it time and time again. It's in their brain. What are you listening to? You listening to the same thing over and over again? Pre-bunking means warning, people. Pre-bunk. You know. Inferaneous. Warning people about common manipulation, about common fear, about common education. Yeah, the encounter of specific false claims, disinformation is what it is. All of you know it's true. The psychological, inoculation. Are you hooked? Like an addict. The encounter, the exposure to you. Then you're going to expose other people to it. It's called the weakening manipulation example. You've already been weakened, so why not take others down with you? It's like rats on a ship, correct? All go together. Captain goes down with the misinformation boat, right? The misinformationist, the real danger. The techniques delivered and given now go down with the captain. No one will ever know. Right, Fauci? Yep, the resistance, the group. It's called the gang-based information and the gang-based instruction as well. And I say Fauci as a joke, guys. I'm not, a member of the CDC nor an expert on misinformation supplied by anybody about COVID. I'm just saying. It's a good example. Plead the fifth over 100 times. Good one. You believed it all. Now the guy that said all of this is pleading the fifth. You a little concerned that you listened to him? You a little concerned that you followed the directions? You should be. Yes, the conspiracy construction for future deflection and improvement has now fallen in your lap. Now you're going to be polarized as one of those people that believed a liar. Well, trust me, you're not alone. A lot of people in society believe what would be called the liar for applying the Fifth Amendment so many times. Plead the fifth. My counsel, plead the fifth. Well, why do you have counsel? I thought you were acquitted. Well, but you're not congressionally expunged, so to say. There's still questions. Useful questions include what emotion? Yeah, for society. What emotional state were you in? Or did you crack out of it? What emotional state was created for you pre-hearing the information of fear to enable you to suck that in? Yeah, public health. The mentality of it, the group membership of society, the belief, corrections and questions from outside, the uncertainty acknowledged. That's you. Who benefits from the message of gloom and doom? Fear. Why does fear sell? Who's benefiting from it? You're not, because you're sucking into it. You're part of the, let's dump more attention into the disinformation, gloom and doom, right? The fail-safe mechanism of the one person giving you information's success, even though it's crappy information. You're ensuring that person has a successful seat at the throne of fear. Garbage. Yes, you are. Psychological inoculation and debunking. Society's biggest downfall. The mind. Psychological inoculation and debunking. It's easier to go along with the herd of sheep, isn't it? Follow them all off the bridge. The psychological pretext, the technique. Resist the stronger version later. You're not going to be able to resist the stronger version later because in the beginning you didn't pre-bunk it or psychologically inoculate what you were hearing that put you into a state of fear. Isn't that right, Fauci cons? Have a great day.